My neck and my belly on. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. Something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100 like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as Divisional Weekend in the NFL is underway. Play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side, and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Sharp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Under. Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And some space here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the point. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Black 58 rail.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ace, ace. Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
There we go now. 39.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Left, left. Ace, ace. Ace, ace. Black 58 rail. Black.
And they'll run it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Be alert.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go. Hey, goal. Down goal. Down goal.
Here's Foles. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Foles. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Go, go, go.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now here comes Kansas City. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now here comes Kansas City. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. But sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
180! Purple 64!
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A handoff to Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Room to run past midfield. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Be alert! Be alert! 13.
They'll go to Barkley again. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Tiger. 6. Hey, goal. Sound goal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Again, it's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Now from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Calais Campbell able to run him down for a loss of a yard. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now they're just 1 more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it again with Barkley. And down to the 36-yard line here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Chris Jones on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.